PoobaaTV.
In a quiet little town tucked beneath a sky full of stars, there lived a young girl named Mira. She wasn't loud, she wasn't wild, she was curious and full of wonder. While others chased games and gadgets, Mira chased stars. Each evening, she sat by her bedroom window with a tiny telescope, gazing into the darkness, searching, hoping, dreaming. "Maybe someone is out there," she whispered to the stars. "Maybe they're watching us too." Her notebook was filled with doodles of aliens, rockets, and sparkling galaxies, a universe born from her imagination. One day, after school, Mira walked home alone. The sun was setting behind the trees, and a soft breeze danced around her. She climbed her favorite hill, the one where she could see the whole sky stretch out like a blanket. Then something strange happened. The air shimmered. A low hum filled her ears, and the sky above began to swirl. Down from the clouds came a ribbon of glowing light, twisting and twinkling like magic. Before she could even whisper, the light wrapped around her, and whoosh, Mira was lifted into the air. She floated through clouds, through colors, through sparkling dust and silence. And when she opened her eyes, she wasn't on Earth anymore. She stood on a glowing platform, floating in the middle of space. All around her, galaxies turned slowly, stars blinked gently, and nebulae swirled like paint in water. It was beautiful. And then she saw him, a small, round alien with peachy orange fuzz, giant shiny eyes, and the happiest smile she'd ever seen. He tilted his head, waved a stubby hand, and let out a bubbly giggle. "Zooboo!" Mira blinked, then smiled. Zooboo stepped closer, and so did she. They reached out their hands and touched. The moment they did, a burst of sparkling stardust bloomed around them. It felt like a hug from the universe, like the stars themselves were saying, "You found each other." They didn't need words, just smiles, just heartbeats, just the shared feeling of, "I see you." Zooboo clapped his hands, and behind him, a swirling rainbow-colored portal opened. "Come," he seemed to say. Mira followed him. What she saw was beyond her wildest drawings. Floating trees that sang when you touched them, creatures that bounced on bubbles of air, and baby stars that giggled like kittens. Alien children, just like Zooboo, ran up to her with glowing fruit and bright laughter. She played, she danced, she laughed. For the first time in her life, has a way of reminding us when to go home. Zooboo pointed at the blue dot in the distance. Earth. He looked at Mira and smiled, but it was a soft smile. A goodbye smile. Then, with one last giggle and wave, and Mira floated upward, back through the stars, back through the shimmer, back home. She woke up in her bed. Morning light peeked through the curtains. Was it a dream? She sat up and gasped. The glowing star badge was still on her blazer. She ran to her window, grabbed her telescope, and looked up at the sky. "Thank you, Zooboo." And far, far away, a tiny orange light blinked back. And that, dear listener, is the story of Mira, the girl who shook hands with a star. Because the universe is wide and dreams are deep. But friendship can travel light years in a single smile.